See how long that is? That would be awkward too. So like I said, you could either like cut it off and just part the hair and like open it. But I'm going to use this for a repair. You can email me and let me know what happened. So I'm going to latch it first, or use interlock it first, because this is going to strengthen it and make it last a little bit longer than it would have without it. I wouldn't normally repair this because it's so thin. It'd be a waste of my client's money. This thing has to be a win-win for me. It has to be worth my time as far as getting paid and doing a good job. And it has to be worth your time as far as how much money. That's how you keep your clients coming back, the win-win. So if it's something that doesn't really make sense, for example, if the break, may I touch your hair? If the break is way down here at the bottom, that's your lock pruning itself. So if you want me to, for $5, I'll repair it. But it's going to break. And it's so far down, maybe we should look, because there's probably a lot more, and maybe we should just do a trim rather than taking the time to repair all those. And then in a few months, you're going to be like, well, Naima is slipping, and because it's a part that needs to go.
Now, what about reattaching lost locks?
Reattaching them?
Yeah, like once they drop out and then reattach them.
Yeah, you can do that. You can do that. You can sew it. I usually sew it first, sew it in, and then go back with my human Afro kinky hair. You do need to use human Afro kinky hair. And you guys can have some of this in this bag if you want to take some and practice. I just keep the scraps. Like when my clients come and get lock extensions or kinky twist, I keep the scraps from my
So what kind of
my
hair is
repairs.
that? That's not Bob Marley hair. What kind of
No, Bob Marley's hair is synthetic. This is human Afro kinky hair. You can get it from His and Hers.
Yep, his and hers.
What's the old model's name? Beverly Johnson has a line.
Vivica Fox just came out with one.
So she, and actually that might be okay. You see, so that's a testament to latching. See how it strengthened that? But this one needs to be latched continuously and probably before all the other ones need maintenance. So I'm going to show you guys how to do the repair, okay? You want to use tiny pieces of hair. The more hair you use, the bulkier it's going to be. And my goal is to make it look uniform so nobody knows except you and I that it's there, okay? So you start just by wrapping it around, kind of loose, but not too loose. I'm wrapping on top of what I've done because that is what's going to reinforce and help it from slipping. But the looseness in my grip is so that I can have a little bit of frizz to it so that it looks like it belongs to you.
Were you pushing it up
So you
it
wrapped it at
I wrapped it at the
roots?
because that's kind of where the weakness started for her. So I'm going to wrap it all the way down to here. And what was your question, sir?
It looked like as you were wrapping, it looked like you were pushing her hair up under the frizziness.
I'm going to do it again. When you see what I'm doing, point it out to me. So this is the end of that first piece. That you need to secure underneath the next piece. So you're going to go right up underneath it, wrap, and I'm just kind of using this finger to guide because what I don't want to do is wrap it tight.
Okay.
Because that's going to be silky and that's not going to look like her hair. So that's why I'm kind of using my finger. I'm going to start that over. Right underneath where I was before, I'm using that to hold it. Just to hold it, not to really smooth it, just to hold the tension, but not too tight. You want to go up a little bit into what you just done, and you want to come back down. And up.
Yeah, that's what I'm seeing.
And down. And that's how you get the not so tight wrapping to stay. They do slip. So have your hair handy. If I didn't have these scraps, my clients will have to buy a bag of Afro kinky hair and bring it with them. Or I would charge more than $5 for a lock repair because I'd have to factor in the cost of the hair.
So you charge $5 per.
$5 per lock repair, $10 for a whole extension. If I have to go, if it's falling off and I have to sew it and all of that stuff, then I'll charge $10.
Can I ask you, young lady, how do you normally maintain your hair?
I interlock them,
You interlock, okay. So now.
but it's been a while since I've actually.
You're kind of overdue for your maintenance, okay. So, Naima, so after you do this repair, we're just going to continue with the interlocking?
Mm-hmm.
And
It'll be
that's
fine.
it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
You
so
will have to
can-
wash
ever
it
come
and
out?
see if it slips a little bit. It may not. It's just, the lock extensions, they slip a little, some don't. So it kind of just depends.
So how much would you charge if you provide, if you didn't have those scraps?
Probably like maybe $7 or $8
Okay,
per extension. A bag of hair is probably gonna cost you like $15.
okay.
And that's human.
Where did you say you can?
Yeah, you do it.
His and hers.
You can get it at hisandhers.com. His A-N-D hers, I believe.
Yeah, that's right.
Beverly Johnson has a line, so you can look up line, but you could just Google Afro Kinky Human Hair.
Okay.
And there are two different kinds. There's one that's kind of silky. You want the kind that's kinky. You want it to, yes,
Yeah.
you need it to have grip. If it's too silky, it's not going to stay.
And the hair stay a part of the lock. So, yeah, okay.
See? Everybody see?
Oh, okay. All right.
Does anybody feel like they missed that?
Is there anywhere in Atlanta that you can go buy that? Or would you have to get it online?
Yeah.
He
It's
says
hard because, they said in the Chris Rock movie, nobody wants this.
Yeah, I was just thinking that same thing. I was like, and Chris Rock said nobody wanted our hair.
That's right.
If you guys want to take some and practice on yourself or practice on
Yeah.
your man, then take some.